10-second countdown before we go live.
I can't even do that.
Are you yawning too much or what?
No, because we're live and I'm yawning too much.
Oh, all right.
Goodness.
What is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentleman with my brother Miguel here at Culebra's Lounge in Bakersfield, California. It is time again for the second, third podcast. A quick thank you to Bob Bradford, a good supporter of the show and a good friend. He's one of the regulars down at Cigars and More, and he was kind enough to bless us today with this Shriner from Haram and Solomon. Again, Haram and Solomon is a brand that I brought in. I've been talking to Jennifer Nicole for quite some time. I actually got to try one. I believe it was in a smoke in pack that I got my first traveling man, and then I think later on it was the luxury pack that I got my second. Same blend, different sizes. One was a Toro, one was a Lancero. And the Traveling Man quickly became one of my favorite cigars. It is fantastic. If you guys haven't tried it yet, it is a lighter wrapper cigar, purple band on it from Haram and Solomon, but a fantastic cigar. Matter of fact, the Lancero version that I spoke of that I love so much actually got their highest rating for any of their cigars.
Makes sense. It's a great cigar. I mean, they're all really great across the board. We are having the Shriner in the 6x60. There's a big guy right here. So it's going to be plenty of smoke time for this.
He's going to have a crown cut on this one.
You're going to go crown cut, huh?
I think so.
All right, we'll wait to cut it until we roll this video. Dan, how you doing? And we'll see you guys right after this.
I don't know if this is true, but every time I look back on the years, I feel like I wasted my youth. How did I get so cold? How do I wind up every single day going through this life all alone? When am I gonna change? Another day, another month, another year, and still I feel just the same. Oh, help me, I can't shake this feeling away. Help me, I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, I got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. Help me turn this around here today. There's no laughter these days. Far too seldom do I get the chance to even put a smile on my face.
Man, I just realized how sad that song is for an opening. Not really in the bends, but it is a great song nonetheless. Goody,
Yeah.
Thomas, Eduardo, James, Diana. I know it is Wednesday, but how's everybody doing out there? Again, we are having the Shriners from Haram and Solomon in that 6x60. If I can get these notes on my screen to pop up instead of the weather, there we go. It is an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with Indonesian binder, Brazilian, Nicaraguan, and Dominican
Brazilian,
fillers.
William.
A little bit of Brazilian in there.
All right, so guys, like I said, I think I want to do a crown cut on this. I've already given it one V cut, so I'll turn it 90 degrees, and I'll try to do this again. There we go. So we got it. You guys can see we got a little X up there. Sorry, my arms are still hella sore from the gym, so I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that very well, Mike? I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks pretty good on there. I think you did a good job.
So that is what I call the crown cut. Some people call it the X. Whatever name you want to call it, it is a double V cut, and I just like the way it is. And I'll use it sometimes on some of the bigger cigars. Smaller cigars, not so much, but the bigger guys.
It doesn't work as good on that. No, it does not. And Eduardo says, can't access the store. Let me make sure that I put the proper link up there. Maybe I messed that up. It has been known to happen. Let me see if this is working.
Got my welding tool here.
Yeah, there we go. I will put it. If you guys want to hit up the Bakersfield Gentleman store, it's going to be in the comments below. We got the new California Dreamin' t-shirts on there, but if you get a pack of any 3 pariahs that it says at the bottom, you get a free shirt. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good deal. Good deal indeed. So lighting it up. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to just go for my regular trick here. So what we do, instead of half moon, we got to go to a full top to bottom. Cut
Full
around
T to
there.
B.
Full T to B. And don't wear C, J over your B and whatnot.
Why would you not want me to wear a C?
I don't even know. I don't know what any of that means. Always study reference. So there you go. Very easily. That is just using your nail to kind of make that perfect straight cut kind of shape effect. I think I did a pretty good job with this guy. It was an easy cap. I will give that. It was a single cap. I could kind of feel that there was only one there giving me resistance, but it looks like it was a double cap. I am really bad at seeing those little details at the end of this cigar.
It looks like a double
I'm
cap.
going double cap. I'm going to say double cap. But nonetheless, it was a very easy to come off with that little trick, so you don't even need a cutter.
Starts off with a sweet hay. For you guys who want to know about the initial drawing, definitely a sweet hay for me.
All right. Catch up right now.
So today, guys, definitely wanted to talk to you guys about some stuff from PCA. I have got some cigars here that I really, really like, and that, well, I don't know if I like them yet, actually. I'm sorry, guys, back up. That I really like the look of, and I cannot wait to do a review on these. These are some of the few samples we were actually able to get from PCA, but these were some of the ones that I was most looking forward to. So I'm going to start off one that is not a new blend, but it is a limited edition size and coming in a very unique format for this company. This is the Oliva Serie V 135 anniversary. It looks like a baseball bat. They call it a Perfecto 5.5 by 54 ring gauge. It uses the same blend as the original Serie V, but in this different limited edition size. And unlike previous Serie Vs, it's going to come in a box of 12. And I got to say, I cannot wait to get into this. You guys know I am a big fan of the Melanio. I will smoke the V. I will smoke the Melanio Maduro. So
Now,
I'm assuming this is going to be right up my alley.
that is for the 135 anniversary, yes?
Correct.
Now, should they have done a box of 13 of those and then a half size of that?
No.
No? What? How is that not
We'll
a
just, we'll just get
great
into that real
idea?
quick by saying no.
That's a wonderful idea. I feel like you are just overlooking what was a genius marketing ploy right there. 13 and a half cigars for 135 years. So that's a cigar for every decade of their.
They could just charge $13.50 per cigar.
Nah, that's weird. I don't know about that at all. I think that's actually something they're doing.
Yeah.
So, all right. I guess they beat me to a certain punch. Whatever.
Up next is a company that, for whatever reason, here in California and Kern County, may not have the traction that we'd like, but we definitely like to tell people about it when they come into the shop.
Oh.
They were one of the few shops that actually carry this cigar in California. But that is the new Nova Leo 11. I was going to say Leo X. Leo 11. This is going to be an all Nicaraguan cigar. This is coming obviously from Nova Cigars. This is Leo's limited edition cigar. It's going to come with a pigtail. And there wasn't a whole lot more information that I could get out of her about it. But if you guys want to see more, you guys can check out the interview that we did over on YouTube.
It'll be up today. That one actually will be. There are 5 already up there if you want to check them out. It starts out with Liana Fuente talking about the rare pinks. We got Saka and Frankie sitting down as he rips on us for using the mic. That was funny. I left that in there. I left that
Good.
on. I thought that was funny. There is the Espinosa, the Tubox, but it is pronounced Tubo. It's like Tibodeox. There is I think the Macaque one is up as well.
Bocat Brothers.
Yeah, and my goodness, I can't remember the own list of stuff I uploaded already. There's so many friggin' videos that have to go up. I am going to fix that. You keep talking for me.
But yeah, do us a favor, guys. When you have a second, go over to YouTube. Go to the Bakersfield Gentleman channel and go ahead and binge watch all of those. They're not very long. I think the longest was like 4.5 minutes.
You're looking at, we cut it to at least 7 minutes at the longest.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to, we don't want to take a lot of their time, and we want to get them to come on. Okay, here we go. Yes. Fuente, Espinosa, Saka, Karen Berger, Don Kiki is the other one that came out today, or yesterday, excuse me, and Leo's will come out today. Very excited to get both of those out. Some amazing women in the industry,
Absolutely.
and you're gonna want to, and Leanna too, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to exclude her in that, but you're absolutely gonna want to hear what they have to say.
Real quick, Alex, as far as Vato cigars go, they no longer have the Fremont kiosk attached to Binions.
Yeah.
That has closed down and become something else. From the last time I know that we were on Fremont, they still had the shop inside of the Apache / Binions.
But you look at weekend hours.
But yeah, so it's amended hours. I don't know exactly what they are right now. But again, we did not make it out on our last trip to Fremont. We were too busy on the strip. So I don't know exactly what's going on with them. You can definitely get a hold of Paul Vato on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and find out from him exactly when the shop is going to be open and if it is open. But last I knew, the shop was open inside of Binions. The kiosk is now closed down and become something else.
Yes. And Brian, it was good seeing you too, brother. Glad to hear it. And Diana, awesome. Thank you so much for checking those out. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few more added to that list today and tomorrow and the next day.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go
Yeah.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you guys can keep up to date with all of our stuff. Give it a like. If you like it, give it a thumbs down. If you didn't, give us a comment. Let us know what you think, how we can improve, or what you like. It helps us out a whole lot, you guys.
Absolutely.
So up next is a cigar that comes from a company that a lot of people like to hate on. But I think this one was the coolest band at the show. This, of course, is the new Gurkha Revenant Maduro. And I wish we had a close-up picture of this. It's a beautiful black and gold band. And they have a king and a queen that are facing each other, and their skulls. And they both have their crowns on. It's pretty damn cool. It is a box pressed Maduro, Mexican wrapper, Cameroon binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers, and it just looks fantastic. It really does. This is a cigar that I was really looking forward to when Shervin gave us these. I was like, dang, that's a cool looking band, very intricate band, very cool looking cigar. Cannot wait to get into that one and give it a try.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think Gurkha's been doing a really good job with their new stuff.
Yes, they have.
The accessories are always still cool. They do a really good job putting that out. I was at check out a Humidor today with a customer over at Cigars and More, and they already were crushing on that front. And now I think the cigars are getting back to that point where people are like, you know what, this is time to get back into Gurkha. And I definitely agree with that. Having said that, though, real quick, the Shriner is going very well. Yeah, you're right. That little sweet hay notes that I'm getting. Not super strong, not super long on the finish right now.
A little spice coming through for me.
It's a little bit of white pepper at most.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, enjoyable. Very much enjoying it.
Up next is a cigar that is a flanker to an original, the Laranja, from Espinosa. This again is a box press right here that we have, and it is called the Azulejo, which means blue.
It does.
Therefore, you get the blue band highlights and the blue footband. This will join its predecessors in the Laranja line. And this one were my notes. The difference on this one is going to be using the Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper.
Which wrapper?
Arapiraca.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Doing that very well.
I speak Portuguese very well.
Oh, you do, huh? Oh, wow.
Boa sorte. Obrigado.
I don't remember what podcast it was, but they were talking about Portugal and Brazil. And they're talking about, well, Brazil speaks like a really weird dialect of Spanish. And the other guy who was there was like, well, yeah, because Portuguese.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I love how the French speak a really weird version of German. Like, that was hilarious. Gosh, I remember who said that.
That's pretty funny.
It was bad. Like, oh, it's there's overlapping. There's overlapping. Sure, there is. There's still two different languages.
There's some overlapping where you could, like Azulejo, Azul. You know, some of those words in Spanish and Portuguese would be overlapping. But there is no way you can carry on a full conversation with those two languages. It just does not work.
A lot of Latin roots, not the same language.
Right,
still.
right.
Robert, how you doing? Happy Hump Day to everybody out there. Speaking of which, we got to figure out something for Wednesday. That's one of those one days I don't see a lot of because of Milano Month, Tatuaje Tuesday, Espinosa every day,
Warped
Friday.
Wednesday.
Warped Wednesday would be good. I think we should start that. Although I don't smoke a lot of Warped, which I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's good stuff. We don't talk about Warped enough, I think.
Warhead Wednesdays from Espinosa.
No, I think Espinosa every day already covers it. You can't have two of those sayings. They already took every day. That's literally like El Septimo saying.
I'm trying to think of what other ones start with a W.
That's Warfighter Wednesdays.
Warfighter,
because I'm excited for
Warfighter Wednesdays. I like that.
There we go.
Trademark.
Boom. I think we got to do that and pair them with Cigars for Warriors.
I think we got to get some more Warfighters and pair them with some bourbon. I think that's what we need to do.
you're talking my language. I was thinking tequila, but I think bourbon's a good call. I don't think bourbons as getting much love as they do their Scotch counterparts.
You know what? I was gonna say rye. I don't drink a lot of rye.
Rye's coming back.
That's what I've heard. You know, I've never really tried a whole lot of ryes.
Go on.
I definitely think maybe I should try to get some rye. Maybe, as you guys know, we're big fans of Jack Daniels. Give me that regular Old Number 7 any day of the week. I think it's fantastic. You know, we're big fans of the Sinatra. We got the Eric Church single barrel edition. We got the original
Nice.
single barrel. They make it in a rye.
Yeah, they do. Gotta drink that as well.
Might be time to pick up that bottle. I think it has like the maroon label on it. Of course, Gentleman Jack is always nice too. So definitely might be time to look at some ryes and maybe do a rye tasting. I'll talk to our supplier over at Green Acres Liquor
Check them out
and
if you're in town.
see if he can hook us up with some bottles of rye to try for the show.
They've got plenty.
They
They've
do.
got a lot of them to choose from. Real quick, Wednesdays are really Wednesdays in the Drew Estate group. Man, I gotta pay more attention because it's heavy. Gosh dang, I hit the arms right now. Thank you, Jim. Got the domino set right here. Drew Estate for life, as it says on the back right there. That is the domino set. I wanted to play while we're on camera, kind of like what we did with the pool table we're on right now. Not enough room. Definitely not enough room.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to see the bones as we're laying them down. Some help them keep score if they wanted to keep score at home, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think we got to start bringing that in though. Like have guests and play games against each other. Like each have a dartboard you can just throw.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, it kind of matters a little bit, but I think it's okay. I don't think that's really cheating.
yeah,
You can do chess over online. You know, piece to piece. What do you call it?
yeah.
Well, let's see. Honey Jack and Coke. Actually, man, we got to talk about that. I need to get you guys' opinion on this. Espinosa Crema are phenomenally, yeah, absolutely. Those are some good stuff. And AJ Fernandez, which Dr. Wednesday that'd be going?
What is that high-priced like gentleman's life app that you can get where they sell all kinds of weird shit that's really cool?
Gosh, yes.
Modern something?
Touch of Modern.
Touch of Modern. What they need to do, and if Touch of Modern ever watches this, or if you guys ever see this on Touch of Modern or something similar, basically you buy it, $124.99. Saying it now, and you get 2 chessboards with 2 chess pieces, 2 chess sets, and you keep one. You send one to somebody else,
Connect to the
but
internet.
they're connected to the internet,
Ooh.
and so when you move yours, they're like magnetic or something, so it
Goddamn
moves
wizard.
it.
Oh,
Right?
All right, episode over. If you heard that, don't steal the idea because
If
Frankie
you're
just
some
made-
sort of engineer, get a hold of us.
you just made us $1 million right there. That is the best idea I think you might have ever had.
I think that'd be kind of cool, you know? That you get 2 chessboards, you get one for you, you can send one to somebody else, so you guys, as long as you guys can connect to Wi-Fi,
I am already on.
move, it registers and moves the other piece for you.
I'm already on the copyright and patent laws website right here. Done. It's already getting locked in. I like that idea a lot. Brian, how you doing? Guys, try Templeton Rye 6-year-old bourbon. Definitely gonna have to try that.
I'm gonna make a post for that, so you guys help me out.
Write that down too, real quick, just in case. Sorry to cut you off. Timothy says game night. He'd be up for that. I
Templeton
like where your head's at.
Rye 6-year.
Hey, Enrique, how you doing?
But yeah, so if you guys want to give us some suggestions on which ryes to try, then we want to make this available for everybody. So please don't say something that costs like $250 a bottle.
Yeah, I would love. It would be so difficult because you can't find the tiny balls of rye very often. I mean, there are some of them. Like I saw the Jack Daniels.
They
rye.
have the Jack Daniels. Yeah,
I
that's
saw
about
that.
it.
But I would love to get like, I don't know, regular size bottle. Get like what, 15 shots at each one.
Oh,
Well,
gosh, I don't
like
remember.
11 ounces, I think. You get 11 easily taste. Maybe even half ounce, you get double that.
Yeah.
To put like a little sampler pack, we do this stuff together. Like if we had a high enough tier for Patreon, we could do that.
Yeah.
But you have to charge quite a bit more to make sure everyone can get a hold of it. Yes, you are going to want to keep your eyes open, Brian. I got something for you too. After the show, I'll send you something tracking wise, just to make sure I get it to you. Elijah Craig also I actually had that. Matt is in Dallas this week. In fact, I think my buddy Mitch is going to be over there as well. There's a Sangamore Spirit rye. Ooh, got some good options out here already, guys. Yeah, I think my buddy Mitch, different Mitch, not the normal Mitch, other Mitch. Both in IT, by the way.
Interesting. I think it's like a rule. They'd be named Mitch or Kevin.
Oh, or Riste.
Which
He does it as well. But he's talking about Dallas. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Do you know of any fancy lounge? He's asking about that. I think the Monte Cristo is pretty close.
My Crystal Lounge is there. I think Industrial is also in
I'm talking fancy.
the Fort Worth area.
Industrial's fun. It's not fancy. I'll give it that. You know, because you don't feel like you have to be in a nice suit to be in there. I felt a little underdressed at the Monte Cristo Lounge, but they still are very welcoming, which is why I love that feeling. When it looks pristine, and you walk in a t-shirt and shorts, and it's like, hey, get on in here, have a cigar.
Well, I wore my cigar porn shirt, the red one. Or no, you did.
That would be
You did. You wore your cigar porn shirt, the red one, and that's the same time that the Dallas rep
was
came
coming
in wearing the exact same shirt. So that's pretty cool.
hilariously awesome. Cigar King smoking exclusive from AZ Cigar King called Havana Soul Maduro by AJ Fernandez. Little bomb. You have to check that out then. Yeah, from Cigar King. All right.
So I do have one more cigar on my list, you guys. This is a cigar I'm most excited for to try. Reason being, it kind of hits close to home with our heritage and where we come from and our family comes from. Mexico,
There's a
obviously.
Ventura cigar?
Ventura cigars, yeah, recipes. So this cigar, Casa 1910, when we heard about it, it was very, very exciting. And they have here their cigar, and it uses all Mexican tobacco. There have been a few cigars out there before that use all Mexican tobacco. I don't think any of them ever rated very high. You know, Mexico is mostly known for its San Andreas wrappers. But this one they are using and cultivating high-end tobaccos in Mexico. And it looks phenomenal. I love everything from the band work to the look of the cigar. This is the one I've been most excited about to try. So
Industrial Cigars in the house. How's it going? We were just talking about you guys.
yeah,
Cannot wait to get back again.
we will
super
be
fun
there in
lounge.
September, guys.
Yeah.
We want to get out to Industrial. Someone was asking if there's any lounges in that area, and I was like, right there, Industrial Cigars.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a good time when you go there. It's fun. It is a fun spot to be in, and they got a great selection too. So it doesn't hurt to go, kind of snoop around there, sniff out some cool stuff that you might not have seen before. That's what I did. Gosh, I don't remember what I had over there last time. It's been at least 2 years, over 2 years now.
Mhm.
Gosh dang COVID. Anyway, we'll be back 7 weeks. 7 weeks tomorrow. We head back.
Yep.
Cannot wait to be in Texas again.
Leave on a Thursday, come back on a Monday.
A ton of events going on in September, but we will be there the 9th to 13th. So if there's anything in there, except for Saturday night, because we got to be at the event for that one, let us know. I'd love to be there. It looks like, let me see. I want to say for rye, there's reasonable bullet. Bullet's good stuff. I've had the bullet rye.
Okay. So back to the rye.
And then,
Well, any alcohol really, you guys. I'm comfortable spending about $100 a bottle.
yeah.
I don't think that's too much when you want to get something quality. There's a lot you can get for under $100 that's just as good, or somewhat good to start out with a new company that you're trying.
Yeah. Well, think about it too. The way like $100 price point instead of 750 milliliter bottle, which is about the right size, you're gonna get about 11 to 12 shots out of that.
Mhm.
So if you break it down, if you do shot for each drink, you're looking at about less than $10 a drink.
Right.
That's that usage number. But I don't do that. I usually do 2, so it's a little bit more. But it's still kind of nicer than going out to a bar sometimes. Just because you pour exactly how much you want.
Right.
You can use your ice cubes. Continue.
But I don't think $100 is too far out of the reach for everyone, especially if you're buying cigars. You've got excess money. There's no way around it. Luxury product, you've got some excess money. Maybe you don't buy that box. Maybe you buy a bottle or something next time. But for me, I'm comfortable at around $100. Obviously, like I said, you can buy some stuff way more inexpensive than that. But when you start getting into one of my favorites, which is a Johnny Walker Blue, coming in right in California, I think right around $185. I think we can find it for $165 if we go to Costco at the right time.
You're like 200, like that 160 to 200 range, depending on the time of year and the availability.
Yeah, so I've been okay spending more money on certain bottles. I am going to spend more than $100 when I find my cigar malt, Dalmar.
It's like the
when
150
I
range,
find
right?
that bottle, I'm going to buy it. And yeah, it does cost more than $100, but I'm okay with that because I know I love it and I think it's a great product, and I cannot wait to get some more. And that one's gonna stay in my locker. That one's not going in the liquor cabinet. So if anybody from Clevers is watching, I apologize. That one's staying in mine.
Hey, Sean, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. Hey, whenever you have a time to tune in, we're glad to see you.
Mhm.
Remember, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now at 2 p.m. I think you were here when the Tuesday show was happening. We switched it up a little bit. Let us know when you're in town. We'll get taken care of. Oh, thank you, brother.
I appreciate that.
This week's weather in Dallas has been amazing. Don't rub it in, Matt.
Okay,
80s and slightly breezy.
Then I have a question though for those guys that are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Like Miguel said, we're going to be there September 9th through the 13th. What is the weather going to be like generally? What should we expect heat-wise, humidity-wise? I mean, how should we be back?
Tornadoes.
Usually we're in Dallas the first weekend of May. Next week we'll be there last part of April, beginning part of May for Texas Frightmare.
Which is usually great weather. I mean,
Right, yeah. One time we got there, it's super humid. I want to get back on the plane and come home. But that's a rarity. So for you guys that are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, let us know what the weather is going to be like September 9th through 13th, generally in your guys' time being in that area.
100 plus.
Oh, shit.
Well, then we're good because I'm used to that weather anyway. All right.
What about the humidity, though?
Oh, shit.
How is the humidity? Because here we have no very low humidity. If you guys have a high humidity out there, I just don't know.
Might be busy. I might be busy that weekend after all. Hey, Brent, how you doing? Checking in from Alaska.
Awesome.
Hope you enjoyed that California Dream. And thank you for
Yes.
posting a picture, by the way. I think you
Yes.
posted in the. Definitely appreciate that, guys. Frankie gave his list. Before we get back to the bourbons real quick and the rye, I got my top 5 list. And it's a tie. It's a tie for all for California Dreaming right here. Boom. Again, right there in the little ticker down below. You don't have to buy just this. You get any of the Pariah cigars while the
While supplies last.
Yeah, while supplies last. You get any 3 of these, and you get a free California Dreamin' T-shirt, which I will show off right now.
You guys are going to get a code to go to the shop, purchase a T-shirt. You will pay shipping and handling because we don't exactly know how to cover that through the site. But basically, you guys will get a code for a shirt. You guys pay shipping and handling, and it'll be sent to you. Do we have different colors for that, or is it just the white?
It's going to be just the white, so it pops more on the, what do you call it?
Okay.
But there you go, all the way up to 3X, all the way down to small. If you guys want to get a hold of that, you can buy it yourself. You just want the shirt, $20. But if you want a free shirt, boom, you get some cigars and a shirt with it. I think that would be pretty awesome. Johnny Walker Black is great. Johnny Walker Black is phenomenal. And Matt and Eduardo are recommending that Angels Envy Rye. I think that's like the $100 range. That's a good one as well. And then there was another one. Matt mentions the Sazerac Rye. Got to put that down. It should be about the same weather as I just described. Humidity is pretty good by that time too. I hope it is. 70s-ish is a little high on the humidity level for me. I'm used to none.
Yeah, my humidity level should not be the same as my humidor.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Gosh.
No, but we're looking forward to getting back out to Dallas. It's been since 2019 that we've been there.
Yep.
Again, we're there usually every first weekend of May for Texas Frightmare weekend. Last year they had pushed it back to like October, then they ended up canceling it. This year they didn't want to cancel it, so they pushed it back from May to September.
One more time.
And this one's up for sure. So 7 weeks from now we will be there.
If they cancel it again, I'd throw a fit.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be calling Lloyd like, whoa, you're going to set up a booth and I'm going to just walk out that booth a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I'm doing something.
But again, we'll be there September. We'll be back there again in May. So it is the one trip a year that we talked about, I think, on Monday. That's just for us to enjoy ourselves. We don't have to take any pictures. We don't have to do any filming. We don't have to do any interviews. It is just for us to go enjoy ourselves. We do bring cigars for the people that are there because we like to do a little cigar meetup. Hopefully, we're looking to get 75 plus this year, people smoking cigars. So that is our goal. And again, we do the after party in the room for all of our friends that are there. We've met over the years. We'll go to the room. I'll have some drinks.
We all go to the room?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
You were pretty far gone by then.
By the room part, I do not. What do you call it?
So yeah. So if you guys are watching us from the Texas Frightmare group, you guys are more than welcome to join us Saturday night for a cigar. And then once everything winds down at the bar, we usually head up to the room and continue the drinking there. Usually go to Target and grab some beer. The one weird thing about Texas, to me, Even though
The liquor.
they talk a lot of crap about California, I go to the gas station to buy liquor.
I could go into a church and buy a bottle of whiskey.
That's
probably,
right.
If I wanted to.
So that is the one negative thing I will say about Texas is it is a mission to find liquor stores. I don't know why it is like that. I figured they'd have same rules as California on that, but it is what it is.
That's true. True. Hey, Paul, how you doing? State of Nevada is going back to the mask mandate starting tonight. Ugh. Well, that probably means California's not far behind. Is what it is. The whole mask thing has not been a real big issue here in Bakersfield either way, during or not. But I prefer it not. That's just my own personal opinion.
Much like our sheriff said, if Gavin Newsom wants to enforce closures and mask mandates, he can come down here and do it himself because he has more important things to worry about. So,
Yeah,
that
Brian,
is what it is.
already LA County. Yeah, so it might be a county by county situation.
Might be.
I think Sacramento and San Francisco. So is that Marin County?
Marin County.
Marin, yeah. Them both, I believe, are also on that list. But either way, just be safe, people. Come on, you know how to take care of yourself. You're all adults. I
Feel
believe
sick,
in you.
stay home.
We will make sure you're hydrated. Appreciate that. I will definitely be there. Keep that Sheriff Drop Newsom. Yeah, I do love our sheriff here in town. Donnie Youngblood,
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
I heard he's not running again after this term. I mean, he's been
Doing that
sheriff
forever.
for years now, several, I think decades now. He's been sheriff, so he's been doing what I think is a good job. For most of my life that I've been in Bakersfield, or for the most part that I've been in Bakersfield, I've lived in county jurisdiction, which is weird because even like in the middle of the city, you can still be in county, which is weird.
Very
But I think he's been doing a really good job, so it is what it is. I hope he runs again. If he doesn't, no worries. We'll just have to wait and see. And of course, if you guys are in California and you guys are going to be voting on the recall, make sure you do whatever you feel. You know, whether you feel to recall him or not to recall him. But if you do choose to recall him, you can write in the Bakersfield Gentleman. Miguel and I will run as governors in tandem, taking care of all of the important stuff.
Paul already put Miguel for governor in the comments. You guys write it down. Let's get a libertarian as governor of this state. There will be no more mandates on cigars. You can have one wherever you want. Have one inside of Chuck E. Cheese. Hand them out to the children if you need to. Birthday gifts are important. No, that maybe not that, but you know what I'm saying. If you guys hang with us Saturday morning, you can go to our Saturday at the SHOT Show, 10 a.m., which is our 4th year. Oh, dang, 4-year anniversary right there.
Nice.
September is actually our 4-year anniversary for the live show as well.
Yep.
So we got to get over there Saturday morning.
I will be hungover, letting you know now. Every night that we are there, we do drink quite a bit because it's a fun event to go to, Texas Frightmare. There's also a lot of drinking involved.
You'll be the first gentleman of California. Good for you. That sounds excellent. That doesn't sound good for me, though. Like, I could have done better. Just whatever.
Thank you, Paul.
But as what I hear from that recall, though, he's not listed as a Democrat. He didn't get his paperwork in time to be on the new voting as a Democrat because he can't run as returning because they're trying to get rid of him.
If he gets recalled, he can't run at all.
That's what I understand, though. It's not so much a recall as a revoting. So if they pick somebody else,
It's a recall.
so I'm just going off of what the radio told me.
Yes,
Well,
you should do that more often.
It's the station you put on.
You listen to what everybody says in the media, and you go by that.
It's your guys. It's your free and what's his name, Mark
So as
Levin.
Miguel continues to be,
So Mark, you don't trust Mark
it was
Levin.
not Mark Levin.
You don't trust Mark Levin.
We're not getting into it.
You trust Glenn Beck.
Listen to Michael Knowles, guys. That's all I have to say. Anyways, come in Friday night. We will contribute to your hangover. We can definitely do that.
Hey, Kat, how you doing? See you on that YouTube machine. Thank you guys for tuning in on there as well. Again, the videos for PCA are coming, and they are on the playlist already. PCA 2021. We have the Liana Fuente talking about the Rare Pinks. Saka talking about his stuff. Espinosa, Tubo, and Don Kiki interviews are all up right now. I already have more ready to go. I just got to upload them after the show. We also got to go get some presents.
No,
My little sister's birthday.
yeah, Rosa's birthday is tomorrow. Yes, and she wrote down on her our birthday list, cool girl stuff. I don't know what that means.
So
So I have to go to the mall and ask around for cool girl stuff.
just make sure you ask the right people, because if you ask like, "Hey, you kids over there, give me some cool girl stuff,"
Yeah.
you're gonna get kicked out of the mall. It's not gonna be good. I am
So-
very much. I hate the mall.
Yeah, me too. I can't say. I worked at a mall for years, and I had a lot of fun doing security with my friends because we all got out of the military, decided to go work security at the same mall. It was a lot of fun. But once I got done with that job, I no longer want to step foot in the mall.
I agree with Manny.
I will say there are several cigars that almost made the list. The reason that Stillwell Star did not make the list is because Miguel and I actually got different ones. So when we do a review, it'll be an individual review. That's why that one didn't make the list.
Still excited, but
very excited,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
The new size of the Paladin was also really close to that. The Don Kiki stuff was definitely up there, as well as a new Cavalier cigar coming out, the new Room 101 cigar coming out. All these cigars are also highly anticipated for us, and we can't wait to get the reviews done on them. But for me, these were the 5 that I was really, really digging. We already got the new Tatuaje limited editions in, waiting for the Aganorsa limited editions to come in. We already got the new size, the Melanio Toro in. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. This show, for being what it was, a lot of great stuff to come out of it.
100%. And I gotta say, I don't know if I was excited more for one over the others, but there were a few standouts of new companies that I met for the first time after the show, like the Koch Brothers cigars. Look really cool what they're coming out next with. It is some amazing artwork, so definitely check that video out.
And Mendola cigars,
And
another one that, again, here on the West Coast, we really don't have them. From what I hear, they're mostly East Coast Jersey guys in that area.
They got that market on.
Yeah, so that's really cool. We got to hang out with those guys for a minute. Matter of fact, while I was doing one of the lives, I forget her name. I'm sorry. When we were on Instagram, I said, "Oh, go over to Warped. The Amendola is there. They're sharing the booth with them." And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Tell him I sent you. I'm his wife." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I had to go over, introduce myself, say, "Hey, your wife sent me. Tell me about your company." So we got a few of their cigars too. We got the Cannoli, which I'm looking forward to trying. Yeah, just a lot of great cigars that are up there too.
Hey, Crux killing it too. Great call. You guys are living such a hard life. So much to smoke. So little time.
I will say I am a big fan of Crux cigars, especially after their rebranding. I remember getting one of their cigars. I want to say it was Luxury or Pravada, because at the time we weren't doing smoking. I want to say Pravada gave us one of their old Epicure Maduros. No, it was the Epicure with the red band. This was the old school band with a lot of jagged edges and whatnot. And then we remember seeing them at the show a couple years ago, getting their rebranded stuff into the shop.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that name before. So I compared it to completely different branding from what they used to be to what they are now.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm a big fan. That Bull and Bear is a fantastic cigar. If you guys haven't tried it yet, definitely pick one up. Their new cigar coming out looks great too. Didn't get a chance to really talk to them that much. They were super busy, so we didn't want to take up any of their time, but we did get a few pictures of it. Cannot wait to get it in shop.
No, absolutely. I mean, Crux has been a great company, and I am very much looking forward to the new PCA exclusive.
I'm just hoping more people come into California and try Crux. It's not a very well-known brand out here. And I go back to Perdomo. We carry a lot of Perdomo with cigars and more. It's purchased regularly, but it's not one of our top brands. Yet we've been to Arizona a few times, and they can't keep it on the shelf. So, I mean, just orders, it's so much different depending on where you're at. So I'm hoping companies like Amendola, Crux, Jerome and Solomon, these will pick up traction and definitely start to become more popular because they're fantastic cigars and people need to be smoking them.
100%. And his son did the new branding. It is incredible work. I think it's awesome. It looks very clean, but still unique at the same time. The box design is excellent. Like how clean they look. It gives you information on the blends.
Yeah, that's the best word to describe their rebranding is clean. It looks really good.
Unbelievably professional. I love those.
I like the way it looks on the shelves too.
It pops.
It
really
does.
does. That white and the color, it makes sense. Love that. Now, we were talking about Amendola. Great stuff. I said the Bucaque guys. The Casa 1910, also a new company. There's also one called Drunk Chicken. But that one was hilarious. Looking forward to trying those. It's like a really fun company. And there's one, I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's German engineering in cigars.
Yeah.
That guy was interesting. I liked the idea behind his cigars
He had a 3D printed ashtray
and
Yeah.
humidor
or humidor.
and
Yeah.
both.
That was really cool until he told me the price point, which I will tell you guys was north of $10,000. And I could not see me buying that when I can get the marble or stone versions of a humidor from El Septimo for less than that.
It's like 4 for theirs.
I think it's about 5.
5.
Yeah. But if you see the El Septimo humidors that are the stone and the marble, they're gorgeous.
Crazy.
They're fantastic, and I could not see paying double or triple that for a 3D printed humidor.
It's
I understand the engineering over in Germany is fantastic, but that's still 3D printed, and I don't know if I get behind that one.
a little expensive. What state sells all the Black and Milds? That's every state. I don't know if they're ever going to stop selling those.
Yeah.
They can't slow those sales down. No, it was definitely cool. He had a little cigar stand that basically felt like nothing in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
but it could hold up to, he said, I think like 10 pounds or something.
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It was a little guy, just
Just the way it was engineered with all the little.
the proper,
Yeah.
very cool stuff. And the cigars sound very nice as well.
Yeah, we have a
So,
couple of those to try as well.
Yeah, so those I'm looking forward to. Like of course Don Kiki, and then everyone's talking about them. We finally have some on hand
Yep.
to try out. Very excited about that. So there's plenty to smoke, and a lot of reviews come. We're getting back on that proper, but like Frank said, we have to do the separate ones for the Stillwell. There's a couple like that, but for the most part, we can get those dual reviews in at once. So I'm happy that was still able to happen because
Mhm.
everyone was a little short-handed. They were short on supply, and the fact that they wanted us to get the word out still, that was a huge plus in my book, and that was a big honor to get what we have.
Was it an honor among thieves? Would you say?
It was the Last Barbarian, which we got that as well. The pre-release for the Last Barbarian, definitely going to be reviewing that as well. Always to take care of them. Hey, Matthew Tobacco, coming in on here again. Congratulations, brother. I don't know if we said this on camera to you here, but congratulations. I hope you guys had an awesome vacation while you were still in Vegas. It looked like fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little just like, damn, I want to actually hang out in Vegas. It's been a minute. Everything we do is always cigar related. That's why we talk about Texas, because that's not completely cigar related, but it's gonna be now.
I will say we saw the podcast with How About That Cigar because I got a bunch of messages
Oh yeah.
saying Smoking Tobacco is talking shit about you. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, they're talking shit about your setup. I'm like,
My setup.
okay, cool, whatever. It's like, yeah, go listen. I was like, all right.
Check it out.
So I went to listen. I was like, you guys, they're not talking about us.
Anything bad about us?
I think everybody knows we use the two phones because the iPhones have great quality now with
Picture
their
and
picture.
sound.
And plus we use Filmic Pro.
Their brain and
It's
their brain.
amazing. And then we use the other phone as a recording device, and we sync them. I was like, you guys, our videos are fine. It's not talking about us.
You guys know Adobe Premiere does all the work for me. I don't
Yeah.
have to do anything.
So it was really funny because I got at least a half a dozen messages saying, oh, these people are talking shit about you. I was like,
No.
I don't think they are, but I'll go listen.
They brought up an excellent point, actually, about the show itself, that there was a lot of people, and we're guilty of this our first year. We have to admit it. Getting in because they were just getting passes from manufacturers, not paying their dues.
You know what? I will say the first year, no. I will say that Miami Cigars wanted me to be there, so they gave me a pass, and that's what I'm sticking with.
Miami did want us to be there, technically. You are right. But I'm glad we pay our dues.
Yeah, the
It's-
second and third year we went, we were under the Cigars and More banner because we were also there
Doing
to
orders.
do orders and
Yeah.
to try cigars for them,
Yeah.
which was great for us because we got samples, which was awesome. Like, yeah, we were Cigars and More. But this is the first year that we were actually PCA members ourselves under the Bakersfield Gentleman banner, and it was a lot of fun doing it that way too.
I don't see that changing anytime soon. Andrew, how you doing? Claudio says, talking about humidors, when putting cigars in them, do you guys suggest leaving them in the cellophane or taking them out? I normally buy a stick or two at a time, but I recently got his first humidor. Awesome, first of all. That's really a preference thing.
Yeah.
They don't need to keep them. They can breathe in and out of those things. Leave one outside when it's raining, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. They look very weird if you leave them in the elements.
Yeah.
So it's not like regular plastic at all. At all.
I think for presentation purposes, it looks good to take them out. So if you're going to take pictures of your humidor and show it off, you don't get that weird glare off of the cello. But again, it's 100% up to you whether or not you want to leave them in there. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. It just depends on you. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. And again, it's something you spend your money on. You store it how you want to store it.
Few things to consider while storing, though. Don't put any flavoreds in with your non-flavors.
Yeah.
Don't put them inside your humidor if you're going to put non-flavors, because that flavor will overtake the humidor. If you don't, season your humidor beforehand, you have a very hard time keeping temp or keeping humidity. Excuse me. You can just put a Bovita pack in there and take care of that for a while. But you're going to need to give it like a week. Just let it sit in there. And so it will protect your cigars from moving around a lot. Dave is absolutely right on that.
Well, I just tell my cigars, stay.
But usually, the humidor will stay on the shelf and it doesn't move around too much. But we do have a rolling one that the ones that don't have cello on them will get a little bit of problems in the foot.
Yeah, they'll get nicked here and there.
So definitely, if it's something you're moving around a lot, I would keep them in the cello. That's
Good
a great
point. That's a good point. Yeah, absolutely. I totally lost your thought.
Keep it half full at least too.
Yes.
Or else it's going to be very difficult to keep humidity level. It's like trying to overwork a fridge. You leave like 1 gallon of milk in there and wonder why your bill is so much higher. Well, it's because it's just constantly cooling down a huge area that's got nothing else to radiate temperature on. Which is why a full freezer stays colder longer too if there's ever a power outage. So now you learned something about that as well.
And Claudio, also, if you run into a problem where you have too many cigars and you don't have another humidor,
Oh my goodness.
you could always send them to us. I'll give you the address, and we will dispose of them properly for you.
I'll give them a proper cremation. Each and
Yes,
every one.
absolutely. I am willing to do that for each and every one of you watching.
Such a good
If you find yourselves in a surplus of cigars and you have nowhere to store them, please send them to me, and I will make sure they get disposed of properly, each and every one of them.
Such a wonderful person. How is your Shriner going? You guys
Shriner's going really well.
Jerome and Solomon Shriner, size 6x60, guys.
Again, it started out with that sweet hay. It's moved to me now. It's got baking spices and wood. Not a very complex cigar. It did have that transition from first to second, third, but not overly complex with a ton of different flavors. There's some cocoa in there.
That would be a good way to describe like a chocolate sweet.
Yeah. Again, not overly complex. There's not a whole range of flavors to pick out from it. So I think definitely a beginner cigar smoker can smoke this. It's not heavy in any way, shape, or form.
I wouldn't recommend the size though. It's a
The
lot.
size might be a little something,
We're at about 47 right now, so we're probably wrapping a little bit, but
37.
the show.
Oh, the time, yes.
You're like 50 or something. I don't know. Anyway,
So
you're gonna get at least another 30, 40 minutes off this.
That was funny. We were at Davidoff Lounge. Davidoff Lounge in Vegas?
Real quick, you gotta go.
Yes.
Dave, you have a good one. We'll definitely get a hold of you a little bit closer to the event. Cannot wait to go check it out.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
We were at the Davidoff Lounge with Chris from Luxury and a couple of the ladies out there, Melanie and a couple of the other ones. And we were at Casa Fuente. And we were talking about different things. And it turns out that Kat was actually a mechanic in the Army. And I did mechanic stuff in the Navy. And so we were talking about, the different experiences we had. I told her how mine was a lot more non-traditional than most people, even for CVs goes. And she asked me how long I had been in. And I said, I did my 4 years and I got out. It was never a career that I wanted to make out of it. It's just I wanted to be able to say that I, at least served my country and did my part. So, and when I told her 4 years, I guess Chris had misheard me and thought I said 40
years.
And he said, "Holy shit, how old are you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm like 87, bro."
87.
So yeah, that was pretty funny because his face just like dropped. He's like, "Damn, how old are you?"
What?
So that was pretty
You
funny.
did get him for a quick second there. Like, what? Yeah, 80 to 20 years running a dance studio, just live lives, just live your lives. And anyway, a lot of fun. Hope to see that whole crew again soon.
Yes, hopefully Ben will make it this time.
Yeah, I know Kat and what's her name, Liz, are going to be at TPE. So that'll be another round 2 for Vegas.
January, yep.
Yeah, so that's plenty of time. Hopefully, again, the mask thing is not going to last till then.
I hope it's not there for Halloween. That'll suck.
That would suck. If it is, I'm probably not going to go. I'll just cancel.
I want to go to Halloween now.
It'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome. I already got the room over on Fremont. I got a suite over at the Golden Nugget. But it is one of those rooms that, like, hey, you have up to 72 hours beforehand. I think 48 hours
to
cancel. And I do this way too often. I feel bad. But I will just plan things like that. And, like, hopefully I can do this. I love to head to Dallas sometime. We should make it a mini event. Yeah, I want to head out there more often as well. As much as I'm looking forward to September, I want to get there when the weather's a little better too.
Yeah.
I would like to be there like I don't know, March one of these times. Go for your birthday.
I did have a plan for March this year or next year, but with some stuff in the works that we're gonna definitely need to save some money for, it's not going to work out. But I did want to go to Alaska.
Yeah,
I did find a nice hotel on the water near Anchorage that was smoker friendly as far as the premises, obviously not the rooms, because a lot of the other ones were no smoking, no smoking, no smoking in the entire facility, which I did not like, so I did not pick on any of those. But definitely, I think it'd be really fun to go to Alaska and just hang out by the water, maybe do some fishing while we're there, have a cigar or two, have a drink or two while I'm out there, and just see what it has to offer. So I've never been to Alaska, and I'm not big on traveling outside of the U.S. I think I need to see all of the U.S. before I start worrying about going to other places. I've been to Mexico, but that was way deep down in Mexico to see family. It was not fun. At the time, there were still dirt roads, so yeah, not great.
What do you mean still? There's still dirt roads today.
Yeah.
Like most of the roads to where the family comes from, still quite a bit of paving to do.
I do not like having to check my shoes every morning for scorpions. That is not fun.
You don't do that here?
No.
Should probably do that just in case. Just in case. Direct flight to Columbus to Dallas. We have a direct flight too here.
Yes, we do.
There's business to be done in Dallas. It's a great spot. Even in a small airport like Meadows Field, straight to Dallas from here. But on that note, guys, I'm gonna finish this up off camera. Smoking very well. If you like that bigger ring gauge, that 60 ring gauge, might be right up your alley.
It might be.
Plenty of output for smoke. The flavor's lasting a little bit longer, but again, not a huge transition from that Haim sweet.
I will say I'm starting to get a bit of roasted or toasted walnut in there now.
I think you're on your own for that right now. I'm not getting it, but it is tasty still.
Yes,
That's the thing,
absolutely.
and it's lasting on the palate a little bit longer than it did in the beginning. I'm just having water, so I didn't really pair it with anything. But next time we smoke it, I'll probably try to pair it with something different.
And if you guys have any more suggestions on some ryes for us to try, which ryes to try, that should be like the slogan.
Thanks, Paul.
Let us know in the comments or give us a direct message. I would really like to try some of those out.
100%. Yeah, definitely want to try some more ryes. I think we got to do a rye, like give it a minute, maybe like a couple of months of trying different ones. Then we got to go on to the Japanese whiskeys.
I was going to say that next too.
Learn properly.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely like to do that. Maybe we'll talk to Green Acres, see if they can maybe donate a bottle or two to the show for us to try. And maybe we'll just do one rye for the entire month and make different drinks. I can make old fashions and stuff like that. We can just try different drinks with that one bottle for the entire month and kind of just promote them for a bit. I think that'd be a good way to partner with them. I don't really want to give my money to Bevmo if I don't have to. I'd rather give it to a local that.
They're fine, but yeah, I'd rather go to a local liquor enthusiast.
And another thing I want to bring back onto the show that we haven't done in a while is craft beers. I've been seeing a lot of really cool artwork on the new cans that are coming out, and we actually picked up a couple that we haven't drank yet.
Yeah, I bought them for you because I'm back on the diet for a while.
Right.
I could have a bit of whiskey here and there, a little bit of bourbon. That's okay. I can't have a bunch of beers.
You have to. It's for the show.
It's for the show.
For the show.
Well, you still
So
need
yeah.
those days.
So we're gonna try to bring back the craft beers. Maybe not full on reviews, but at least pairing them with cigars and seeing if they work or not. I know
Yeah.
Doug had sent me a really good beer that I take a picture with. I don't know if I put it on the new Instagram or not. It's called Black is Beautiful. Absolutely love that beer. So if Doug sees this, I don't know if he's joined us today or not.
I forgot which one he gave me that messed me up. Something
Please send us some more of that because that stuff was
It's
awesome.
gone. That was one of his last bottles.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah, because
damn.
last cans. Excuse me.
Damn.
Because they went out quick. I gotta ask him again the name
Well,
of the
we
brewery.
do have plenty of local brewers here. We have Dionysus, we have Tembler, we have Second Phase. We've got quite a Kern River, quite a few breweries here where we can definitely try some of their beers for quite a long time. Of course, they're going to mostly be IPAs, which irritates me, but it's a
No,
craft
there's-
beer, and I'm going to try it.
There are plenty of others. I mean, California's not running out of craft beer. All right. This
No, but
place
they're
is-
making a lot of damn IPAs.
It's in fashion right now.
Yeah.
So try them out. You'll
We
find
need,
one you
we need
like.
to bring back the stouts.
Need some double bourbon barrel aged stouts. Anyway, we'll wrap it up, guys. Y'all have a great day. Do not forget, if you want to enter the virtual ash contest, you've got to order your packs by Monday. As the last day, I will be shipping them out to be a part of it because after that, I don't know if we'll get to you in time. So order yours ASAP. You buy 3 of any packs of Pariah cigars, you will get a T-shirt with it. and just message the page or message us directly, and we'll get it to you.
You guys can still use the code Bakersfield at Cigar Point if you guys want to pick up one of their shirts as well for 10% off. BK Gents over at Luxury Cigar Club to get free shipping off your first box or first order. I think they switched it up. And of course, the second, third podcast is filmed live at Culebras Lounge in Bakersfield, California, sponsored by Cigars and More of Bakersfield on Rosedale Highway. It is a Wasp Nest Videos production, and we will see you guys next time. You all have a great one. Thank you so much for watching.
Have a good one, guys. And I do want to, yes, thank you.